Salutations. Salutations. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Um, Waiting for some more people to pour into the room. Give our shout outs. You know what I mean? My brother Kenny, big bro, what's going on, man? Greetings from the 202, little bro. What's going on? Graham Cam, my guy. That's my guy right there, man. Let's get it. Team Raider, what's up? Berserk, what it is? Omar, what is the deal? Shad Owens, Alfredo, my guy. Raiders pimping ain't easy. We live. You already. Mike B, Demi Raider, what's good? What's going on? Y'all, look, got a few orders of business here. We're going to break down, some of my concerns going into this Arizona game. We're going to address a few questions. We're going to talk about what's going on with the Raiders on our side, what's going on with the Cardinals on their side. We're also going to get into something else that has nothing to do with Raider content. I need a favor from all of y'all. Need a huge favor from all of y'all. My guys over at Men of Order, friends of mine, partners of mine, you know what I'm saying, have a channel. They are at 801 subscribers. They need to get to 1,000. Today in this live, everybody, do me a favor, man. Go over there, hit that subscribe button. I mean, even if you don't hit the bell on it, just to get them over to 1,000 so they can monetize that thing over there, man. I'd appreciate it. You know what I mean? That'd be a personal favor to your brother Wasted, man. Like, go over the Men of Order. I'll put the link in the chat and do me that favor, y'all. I would really, really, really appreciate it, man, because I want to see them guys win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I do stuff over there with them guys. You know what I'm saying? And I started out, doing some things over there, and now, I've kind of, branched off on my own, you know what I mean? And I've always, kind of been that way, but you know what I'm saying? I want to see my guys over there win, man. So if y'all could do me that favor, I'd appreciate it, man. I'm going to put the channel ID. I'm trying to find it now, man. Putting the channel ID over there. I'm going to copy it. Put it in the chat, man. Y'all hook your brother up, man. Appreciate you. I'm sending it out to y'all, man. The wasted word of the day. The wasted word of the day is critical, right? We are going to have a critical breakdown of what's going on because we got a lot going on here with this game. See, I'm hearing rumors that J.J. Watt might be making his triumphant return to the field against us on Sunday. So if that is the case, J.J. Watt is getting a little long in the tooth. J.J. Watt is a guy who, has had a lot of injuries and things of that nature. But to be quite honest with you, man, J.J. Watt is still J.J. Watt. He's always a factor, and you always got to worry about him because he's going to, even if he doesn't get after the quarterback, he's going to be a factor in the run game up front. So we have that piece of what's going on. We also have problems on our side of the football, guys. Listen, it's looking at Andre James is not going to play Sunday. Now, if Andre James is not going to play, then that means we have to start Dylan Parham at center because he's our only backup center. We've signed a backup center to the practice squad, and it's weird to me that the Raiders would have a guy that they drafted really that's their best draft pick this year. So for them to have him be the swing guard and the swing center is a little foolish to me. Because to be honest with you, for what I saw last week, and this is just one game, I think Dylan Parham is probably our best guard on this team right now. Seriously, he's our best guard right freaking now. And we have this guy now that has to, out of necessity, go play a position that he didn't really play in college and he didn't get a lot of snaps at in the preseason. Now, I know Josh McDaniels has like this thing where he says, listen, there's not enough roster spots to have a backup for every person on the line, and I understand that. But the one person who should have a definite and definitive backup is the damn center. The center should always have you should always have a backup center on the roster. Now, this is the thing. I think Dylan Parham and Kenny will say this. Kenneth has, look, let me tell you something, man. Kenny right here, this brother right here, incredibly knowledgeable, Raider fan since before most of us were born. This guy saw all the Super Bowls, all of the players, all the greats. He knows football. This is a man who said that Nate Hobbs was going to be the starting, roaming dog of a corner when they drafted him. And when I first got on and started doing this, Kenneth was telling me, he said, yo, because I was like, well, I don't know if you want to, he's so good in the slice. Like, bro, I'm telling you, he's the best corner on our roster. And he called that shit in spades. He also called that how good Dylan Parham is. So Kenny will probably say this is a good thing that he's playing center. But as currently constituted, I don't know how I feel about Lester Cotton Jr. playing right guard right now. I think when Lester Cotton Jr. sat down and we put in Dylan Parham, and then we played Mumford, I think that was our best offensive line, to be quite honest with you. And I didn't want for that to happen. You know what I mean? I didn't want for them to break that continuity up. You know what I mean? I didn't want for them to break that continuity up, man. But it is what it is, man. Jimmy Rader, they should have kept more O-line on the roster and brought in more veteran depth. We all thought that, right? Now, y'all got to understand something. We have a lot of high-ticket players on this roster right now, guys. A lot of guys, man, that are making a lot of cash, and right now the cap looks great, but next year people are going to start getting paid. And the only way you could fill the rest of the roster out is going and getting younger players who are playing at a high level and hope that you do well with these draft picks. Now, if you see, we talk a lot. Y'all know I kill Gruden all the time. I kill Gruden, right? But I can't give him credit because I read some articles about, Gruden not listening to the scouting department, and the only person in the building he listened to was Tom Cable and all kinds of shit, right? So a lot of times, unfairly, because I don't have the definites on this, but to me, it just looks like at the top end of the draft, the first two picks, Gruden had a lot of input into that, and the rest of it was Mike Mayock. And that's how I feel. Now, somebody might tell me different, but I feel like there's a common theme here over the last few years during the Gruden regime. They never got it right at the top of the draft. The one time they got it right was Colton Miller, and that's because Reggie McKenzie was still here. And I think Gruden and Reggie had a little more stroke as far as, Gruden had control, but I think it was his first year. He wasn't really scouting players like that. So I think he kind of, acquiesced to Reggie McKenzie on the Colton Miller pick. But I'm going to be quite for real with you. I think he probably told him what position he wanted taken first because he was going to keep Carr. He was like, you got to protect Carr. So he wanted Mike McGlinchey. 49ers moved up, took him. We wound up getting Colton Miller. My thing is this. If you look at the common theme with this roster, the players that are flashing, the players that are becoming all pro players were all drafted in the middle rounds. Middle rounds. So what does that tell you? Tells you that Mike Mayock knew what he was doing, and the scouting department knew what they're doing. So now we got a guy like Nate Hobbs. After I went off on that tangent, Nate Hobbs is here. Nate Hobbs is looking every bit of a Pro Bowler right now. So this is what we want. We need more of that kind of fortune if we're going to get to the next level. We need more of that kind of fortune. So I don't want a guy like Dylan Parham being moved around like that. I want Dylan Parham to establish himself at his position and for him to be left alone. Because if nothing else, he is thick. Whoa, hold on. He is thick-framed. He is thick-framed, my guy. D. Bernie, I agree. I'm up and down on Lester Cotton. His word for the season is consistency. Now, see, bro, and that's a fact, D, but a leopard doesn't change their spots. A leopard does not change their spots. This is a man who has been on a practice squad for a long time. Right now, a lot of us will say, hey, man, it's because they weren't running power. He fits a power blocking scheme. And that's what I was thinking as well. And then Gruden couldn't pick what kind of blocking scheme he wanted. He had, like, if you know football and you watch them, A lot of that shit was them running power and zone and doing all these weird concepts. And people do that in the National Football League. But I think Gruden was being very, very erratic about the coverages and stuff like that with the offensive line. And that just from my naked eye and looking at that. So now we have a set scheme. Now with Carmen Basillo, a lot of people say that Carmen Basillo is a great offensive line coach, right? But Carmen Basillo has only been an offensive line coach for like 1 year. So a lot of the flowers they give Carmen Basillo, that's not his, man. I think it was Dante Scarnecchia had retired. Now that was the guy who built those lines. And if we were getting Dante Scarnecchia, I would be like happy. Now some of the stuff that I've heard in the building now is that a lot of the offensive linemen are having an issue with the way he coaches, and I think that's one of the reasons why Andre James. I'm so sorry, y'all. Alex Leatherwood was jettisoned like that so quickly because most teams don't get rid of first round picks that fast. It fiscally, it does not make any sense. And we know that's always a part of the equation. And I think having Champ Kelly in the building was a good thing for us because when they got rid of Alex Leatherwood, I think they pretty much had a little birdie in their ear that the Bears were going to put a waiver claim in on him. You know what I mean? So that's why they did it, and it kind of saved us. So now it doesn't look the way that it once did. The flying wonderful Sarah Phillips is in the place to be. She has made her triumphant return back to Raider YouTube. Sarah, we welcome you back. We have missed you in all of our chats, and we are so glad that you are back in the place to be and that you are getting wasted with your brother Wasted. And I have forgotten. Get wasted. Oh, shit. My brother Hammer's in the place to be. Salute, Hammer. My bro, what it is, Hammer. But yo, listen, y'all get wasted with your brother Wasted. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I mean, what are you waiting for, man? Pay your bar tab. What's wrong with y'all, man? Mike B, next man up. Just do your job. Yes, that's the Bill Belichickian way to look at things, bro. But quite honestly, brother, yo, if the next man up is not qualified or the next man up is not a center by trade, I have a little trepidation about that. Now, I remember a few years ago when Derek Carr had a finger injury from Rodney Hudson snapping on the ball the wrong way. And then I remember when Andre James had to come in when Rodney Hudson was still here. And it was a couple of fumbles, a couple of weird exchanges of the ball. I think you kind of get used to who's snapping you the ball. And I really didn't want to see a new center come in this early in the season with a game that, to me, is one of the most important games in recent memory. One of the most... Raider Gabe, stop coming in here with that slander. Too Short is no GOAT. Too Short is cool. I told you I fuck with his man. I'm just saying, as a rapper, as an MC, he's trash. As an MC, I like his music, but as an MC, he's garbage. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what the argument is for, bro. Like, dude can't rap. But we're talking about the Raiders right now. Dude cannot rap. Straight up. Like, if you tell me, like, yo, name me some shit, and listen, I'll name some of the lyrics, and I show love to all my folks to slow down and let the gold diggers count the spokes. I love that shit. I fuck with Short. He a legend, bro. But I'm not gonna say that he can rap. Like, when you say somebody can rap, we talk about like Nas. Like, Nas can rap. Motherfucking, and I'm not a big Snoop Dogg fan the last few years. Snoop Dogg, at his height, can rap. You know, but let's get off of this shit. Fuck it. The guy can't rap. The thick frame book of excuses is gonna publish soon if DC don't ball. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people want to make excuses for Derek Carr's play. There are some people who have built platforms off of Derek Carr. There are some people who have they have this marriage between the man that he is off the field and his play on the field, which are not mutually exclusive. Like, they have nothing to do with each other. As a man, he looks to be everything that he is. I've heard some of his speeches. Very, very inspiring, brother. I admire the spirit and the moxie that Derek has. I admire him as a player. The problem with Derek Carr is this, and this is the reason why when people question him, people in the nation get upset. But the thing is that, do you think that people have these same questions about Tom Brady? No, can't. But Tom Brady's a really hyperbolic person to put in. He's probably had the best resume of any quarterback to ever play the game, right? But when Drew Brees was at his height, when he was in his prime, even before he won, did anybody question Drew Brees? I don't think so. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Nobody's questioning Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's questioning these guys because it's solidified. With Derek, he can play at an MVP level for like 4 weeks, and then he'll have a game like how he had last week. And it's very rare that great quarterbacks have them kind of games. And that's really the problem, man. So now he's at a crossroad in his career right now because, listen, if you go 0-2, going 0-2 is damn near a death sentence as far as making the playoffs, yo. You know, so we're gonna look this up, man. The percentage of how many teams make the playoffs after going 0-2. Making playoffs going 0-2. Bro, going 0-2. Now let's look at that percentage, man. What are your chances of making the playoffs going 0-2? Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I should have had this pulled up. But according to OddsShark, you would say today the percentage of going 0-2 drops to 54%. So that's like a toss up. That's too early in the season for that. Now I know it's one game. We said that last week, but the problem is the margins are so razor thin. They got to get out there. They got to get it done, guys. They have to. But here we go. Let me read some of these comments, man. I'm getting a little behind, man. Oh, nah, I'm not putting that up. Come on, Alex. Keep it classy, bro. Keep it classy. Yo, my guy, Eddie, what's up, man? Eddie Santos. Yo, the realtor extraordinaire. If y'all not following this man on Instagram, please do so. This guy is an animal when it comes to this real estate game, man. If you're trying to buy a house or anything, this is the man you want to see. I mean, make no mistake about that. Sarah Phillips, thank you. So glad to be back. Like, subscribe, and get wasted. That's right. That is what it is, yo. The thick frame book of excuses. I read that already. Okay. Not just going 0-2, but going 0-2 versus struggling Cards team. Fram the trenches. That is exactly what I was about to say. Now, see, the Cardinals are struggling. We're going to definitely break that. We're going to get them to them numbers. I'm going to pull them up on the screen. But the thing about it is that you're struggling until you're not. That's the thing. Struggling until you're not. And then this year, we have Kyler Murray reuniting with his college teammate, Marquise Hollywood Brown. So there's been a trend of this in the National Football League. The Joe Burrow and the Jamar Chase situation. Now with Derek and Davante Adams, Tua Tagovailoa, you know what I mean? With Jalen Waddle and all them guys down there. And then now you have Kyler Murray and Marquise Hollywood Brown. These are guys that are friends. They work out in the offseason together. So now what we got to do is we got to see how that's going to line up if we don't get the proper amount of pressure on Kyler Murray. Now, I've noticed some things watching some film on Kyler Murray. My brother Big Mike from Planet Raiders reached out to me. He showed me a tape. You know what I'm saying? And I start doing a little digging, man. And now I see why they put that clause in Kyler Murray's contract. Kyler Murray is so supremely athletically talented. Kyler Murray is a guy who won so many games, man, in high school. Some have said that he's the best high school football player to ever come out of the state of Texas. Like, that's how good he was in high school. Heisman Trophy, excellent in college, didn't really lose much, didn't lose a game in high school. Like, so this is a guy who has a certain maturity level that is lacking here. And this is a guy who is a professional video gamer. So he's a two-sport athlete, supposedly. But if you're a quarterback and you're the face of a franchise, how the fuck do you have enough time to play video games like that? He made the cover of Sports Illustrated with LeBron James' son, Bronny, because they're on the same competitive video game team. To me, that's an alarming. When I saw him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, that was alarming to me, bro. For that, you need to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated for playing football, not for playing no goddamn video games, bro. Sure got the Bay Area anthem for the Raiders, Blow the Whistle. Blow the Whistle's the shit. Raider gave it, he can't rap. Like we said who the best rappers But I'm not saying he'll make the best song. He made some dope songs. He's a legend. I fuck with him. But I'm not going to sit up there and be like, yo, Too Short battle somebody. Like, we were saying Too Short was whack back in the day, bro. I'm older than you, Gay. I remember, like, all of that shit. I remember when it was only a couple motherfuckers coming on Pump It Up. Pump It Up on Channel 5 and shit with D Barnes. I remember that. It'd be like Too Short, and they play all of like the West Coast videos and shit. Kid Frost and all of that shit back in the day. This is for La Raza and all that. Yeah, I remember that, bro. High C, Compton's Most Wanted, the fake NWA and all that shit, bro. Yo, I'm just saying, Too Short, his pen is not that. Like, he a legend. He do what he do. He talk that pimp shit, cool. But you talk about rapping? Nah. It's like Jim Jones. Jim Jones makes some dope records. Motherfucker can't rap. Jimmy from New York. He from Harlem. He can't rap. Period. You know what I'm saying? He can't rap. He make dope songs. He get money. I fuck with Capo. But as far as a rapper, he can't rap. So, it is what it is, right? All right, so we ain't gonna talk about that. We into this Raider shit, man. Y'all making me lose my train of thought. I'm a fucking hip-hop encyclopedia, man. Alfredo, esports has gone global. Yes, it has. But guess what? Kyler Murray hasn't gone global. He's local to the Arizona Cardinals. And he needs to get in his playbook. But you know what? Fuck that kid. Because he don't play for the Raiders. And I'm hoping that he didn't read his playbook this week. I'm hoping that he don't know how to pick up the hot route. I'm hoping that we slam him on his back and break his back the same way Derwin James did last night to punk-ass Travis Kelce. Oh, my God. I'm about to put a video on my Instagram with JR Voice showing that shit. Man, Reggie McKay, when they didn't draft fucking Derwin James, man, that's one of the times I was just upset because I follow Florida State. I'm a Notre Dame guy, but I follow Florida State, man. My God. Man, I love to see Travis Kelce get slammed on his back like a sack of potatoes, the jabroni he is, man. I feel you, Wasted. Too Short is my top 7, but he's not an MC. Graham Camp, all right, facts, bro. I feel you. Mac Dre, we talking about hip hop, man. See, this is not built different. This is Raider Nation Unlimited, everybody. Love y'all though for that, though, man. And yo, the next built different gonna be lit though. We gotta come up with something dope, yo. Drop that boy hard. Yeah, that's right. Pause. Yeah, he slammed him on his back. Slammed him on his back. I hope he broke his fucking back. I hate Kyle. Yo, not Kyler Murray. I hate him too. But I hate Kelce, bro. I cannot fucking stand that guy. And I don't like Mahomes either. Those two motherfuckers, I just want to see like the old school Raider mentality come back. I want to see somebody punch Patrick Mahomes and break his fucking beak. That's right. John Cena. Oh, my God almighty, he broke him in half. He killed him. Oh, man, I loved it, man. Last night, game confirmed how explosive we can be, man. We beat ourselves. Fuck Jude. That's what I thought too, bro. Definitely. And you know what? The reason why I'm so hyperbolic this season, I know this is my first season live doing this, but I'm not normally like this when it comes to us winning and losing. I'm normally like very, very pragmatic about it. The thing about this year is that the margins are fucking thinner than a Post-it note. Thinner than this. Seriously, we have to win games like this Arizona game. You have to. And the thing about it is, 0-2, going down, losing a divisional game, you can pick up ground because the Denver Broncos are 0-1 right now. Hopefully they become 0-2 and they get in the basement. The Chargers will be 1-1 and will be 1-1. And, we'd lose that tiebreaker because we lost to them, but that will give us a chance to make it up. And then we could go handle our business as we get better and as the season progresses to go beat the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. But listen, we have bigger fish to fry because as my man I Am the Bay has said, James, Merring, Perryman, out Sunday. We have bigger issues than just Kyler Murray. We have huge issues on both sides of the ball, and that's why I call this the critical breakdown. Now, Dylan Parham is a concern. Dylan Parham playing center, and that exchange between the center and the quarterback is huge. Having a rookie call out, blocking schemes and being the one that's a controlling line. That's an issue for me. We gotta watch out for that. Hopefully Andre James plays, man, and we can slide Parham over the guard, leave Jermaine, not Jermaine Illuminor, but they're Mumford over there. And I hope they're not doing all of this bullshit where they got, they bringing in, one right tackle, one play, and the next, and then rotating people in and out. They need to cut that shit out. Just let these young boys play, man. Let them play. Wait a minute, Brandon Baker. Which Coach Gruden think about this game this week? You know what? I'm going to give Coach a call. He's going to pull in here and let you guys know, man. Hefe KC, the biggest Raider fan in Raider Nation, beat the Chiefs on Madden? That's it. I like what you did there, Hefe. I like what you did there. But guess what? This year is the year. And you know what, Hefe KC? This is what I want from you, bro. We got to make a bet. Since you're always in the, Hefe, you have been the number one Raider hater. Your hate is so deep that you come to all of our shows, bro. Your hate is so deep, brother. But you know what? My mom always used to tell me, she said there's a thin line between love and hate, Hefe. And I think the more you hate the Raiders, the closer you're coming to loving them, Hefe. Hefe, I think that you are one of these guys, when you're not on here, you go and tell people you got two teams. And they just happen to be in the same division. Half-breed, my brother, thank you for the $1.99 super sticker. My God, it is much appreciated. It is the best way to support the channel, man. And if you guys have anything that you want me to say or repeat, do what that man just did, and we will be in the place to be. And someone is at my door, and she looks a lot like my wife. She looks a lot like my wife. Hefe, Raider Hefe equals Hefe KC. That's funny as hell. Hefe KC has a crush on all these Raiders. Look, we're not going to, listen, we're not going to bash Hefe. He is brave enough to come in here. He has been very respectful to me since I've started. I have no issues with this man. I just want everybody to keep it classy, bro. This is fun. This is supposed to be, we supposed to be talking football. It's supposed to be about the knowledge, whatever. We supposed to have a good time. All of the drama shit, I don't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it becomes too much drama, like, I'm gonna stop doing this, because I don't like, bro, I'm a chill dude, bro. I like to fucking chill out and have a good time. Y'all see how my attitude is. That's what I'm about. Let me turn this off. I'm about having a good time. I ain't about no bullshit. Sarah, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. We love you. We appreciate the fact that you back, yo. Seriously. Now, let me see what Hefe just said. Let's make a little bet week 5. Hefe, word. It's going to be something crazy. It's got to be like, yo, you got to, like, put a YouTube up. Like, one thing, I'm not wearing no Chief shit, Hefe. That ain't happening, bro. Like, maybe you might have to do some Beyonce's or something like that. You don't know no Beyonce. You remember Warren Sapp when he scored back in the day? You gotta do something. I don't know what you gotta do, bro, but I don't know. Just know I'm not paying that bet off. Wasted. Doc said he didn't mean to. What are you talking about? What Doc's talking about? Nah, man, that's my guy, man. Nah, man. He'd probably text me. He ain't stepping on. It's cool, man. He ain't stepping on my toes, man. Little bet. No, wasted. Don't let the weirdos get to you. I'm not letting them get to me, bro. I'm fucking around, bro. Salute to my big bro, Robert Pena. That's right. That's right. Oh, Doc's is live too? Oh, man, it's cool. So it's enough Raider fans out there for both of us, bro. That's my brother. Love him, man. I didn't know he was live, but it's all good. You're wasted. Center Andre James, middle linebacker Denzel Perryman, free safety Trayvon Merring, and running back Brandon Bolden are all ruled out for Sunday's game against Arizona. Now, this is the issue here. Brandon Bolden, I'm not really concerned about Brandon Bolden being out. I'm not trying to be callous or anything. We have the deepest positional group on this team is with the running back group. We're good to go there. My problem is the exchange from the center to the quarterback is the main thing. Derek had a bad game last year with turnovers. We need him to play a clean game. And to get from point A to B to playing a clean game is having a clean center to quarterback exchange. So that's a concern, right? So we're going to put that concern in check because we are breaking this down, right? Denzel Perryman, the leader, the de facto leader of our defense, is going to be out. Now, it's looking like Davante Adams did a hell of a job last week having the green dot. So I think that's going to be more of the same. They're going to probably bring in Butler and Masterson, some young, agile guys that are athletic. I think we're going to be fine there at linebacker. Now, Trayvon Merring, bro. Woo, dog, man. I wanted him to propel and go forward this season and be that kind of Pro Bowl player. It's looking like Nate Hobbs is taking that jump. I wanted to see what we were going to get from Trayvon Merring, right? Thing about it is with the Arizona Cardinals, right now, they're struggling at wide receiver right now. Nuke Hopkins is suspended for 6 games. Their number one option right now is, Hollywood Brown. Now, Hollywood Brown is a guy who could take the top off of a defense. I don't think that he was used enough in the Baltimore Ravens. He just wasn't used enough. He wasn't used properly. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to feature him as their number one guy. He is going to be the X this game. I think they're going to put A.J. Green at the Z, and I think that's going to be our issue. Because does Deron Harmon still have enough left in the tank, to be the kind of guy to play that single high safety? And are we going to be able to bring Jonathan Abram down in the box and be our pass rusher to create some pressure? Because we're having an issue up the middle. Now, listen, the Arizona Cardinals are a team that has been very, very soft up the middle lately. Thing is that with a game like this and us missing the kind of players we're missing, their deficiencies and our deficiencies could cancel each other out. Half-breed, what's up, her? Spit that knowledge wasted. My bro, thank you for this. Yo, Docs, what's up, bro? What's good, brother? I'm happy to see that you have landed, brother. I'm happy that you are safe, brother. God bless. I'm so happy for that, bro. My brother's in the place to be. See y'all in Vegas. Listen, y'all know what it is. The blackout party is happening. The bus ride is happening. There's some major things that are happening in the world of Doc C&T, the world of Raider Cody, the world of Kenny King Jr., and our brother, the Big Oos, Simone Raider. They are out there. They are holding it down for the nation. We are establishing a culture out in Las Vegas that is similar to the one that we had in Oakland. We're trying to. And no better man in this game can do that but Docs. Nobody can. So, guys, if you out in Vegas, if you're planning to go to Vegas, if you're planning to go to a game, if you're planning to just go out there and hang out and watch some games, you got to tap in. And if you're in the Vegas area, you have to go tap in tomorrow. This is very, very important. This is the inaugural week that they're going to be out there. So, listen, guys, y'all got to get with it to get lost. Yo, salute to the true king, Docs. You already know I had to pull up in the place to be for Brother Wasted and paying that tab. I appreciate you, Ant. What? Who's still in Docs? You still in Dallas? Oh my God, damn, Docs. I thought you was out there already. Leaving the airport shortly. Well, yo, Godspeed, my brother. Damn, it must have been a delay or some shit. Because you hit us this morning and said you was leaving, bro. No, I'm not. No, not this week. Ryan Wayers, no, not this week, man. Nah, it's, the couple of weeks I'll get out there. But the first week, that's, you know what I mean? They're going to get that thing rocking. And then, one of these weeks I'm going to pull up there. A couple of the weeks I'm going to pull up out there. But the first week one was not one of the weeks. Oh, shit. Bro is in a place to be. Bro, you already know. Yo, see, you know why this is a great thing, man? It's a great thing when you have powerful friends, man. It's a great thing when you have powerful friends, man, because what you can do is, all you can do when you're doing the show is just send the link, right? And then what you get is, you get the GOAT very, very quickly. Half-breed, my guy, what's up, man? We got the GOAT up in here. What's up at Doc C&T? That's right, that's right. Graf is coming in the place. No, he's not coming. Pause. He's coming on to the show. You look so taken aback.
Yo,
brother.
What's good with you, bro?
Man, yo, bro. I have been having a hell of a day, bro. But you know what? I got to switch I put my headphones on so I can hear you, bro.
No, it's all good.
Old school video game joint soon. You remember?
Yes,
the other night we was on the air and then we had that back feed, so I had to get rid of these joints, man.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Now I was just I went on
for brother. Hey y'all, I hate dead air, but it's gonna be some dead air right now. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Half Breed.
I got the Curtis Blows on, brother. What's good?
Yo, you hear me?
Cooler, man.
We good? You can hear me?
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Can you hear us? Everybody can hear us? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Let me make sure. Let me check my settings here. My audio. No. Speaker.
You can hear me?
Yo, I got you now, bro.
All right. Yes, sir.
What it is, man.
Ah, man, I'm just chilling, man. I was about to do
my
a
God.
little...
These are the worst fucking headphones in the world. You know what? Graf, do me a favor, bro.
Yo.
The next time we beat down, bro, remind me to buy some fucking headphones. These are the worst headphones in the fucking world, bro. These shits are...
It's all good, man. I was going to do a short real quick, but you know how sometimes you got to put it together. It's a little more difficult. So I jumped on and did a quick live about, Merrick and Denzel Perryman and, Andre James being ruled out this Sunday. And everybody was like, oh, Waste is live too. I got both of y'all screens. And I said, oh, shit, hold on. Jump off and jump on. You know what I mean? I was like, man, send the link, man. Let's talk. I don't leave for like another hour, brother. So.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yo, I appreciate you, bro. I didn't even know, man. But yo, dog, I was doing a critical breakdown, bro. Like, of what we're gonna have to run into this week. Now, I saw some film, bro. I don't know if you saw this. Big Mike sent it to me.
Okay.
About a guy that was on Last Chance U breaking down Kyler Murray's deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And one of the plays, and I noticed this as well, he got blitzed on third down. He didn't even look at his hot route. Everybody has a hot route. You know what I'm saying? Especially on a blitzing down. They know that it's coming. You just get rid of the fucking football. He didn't even look. So what that tells me is that clause they put in Kyler Murray's contract rings very, very true. The man...
He's a guy, Wasted, that just relies heavily on his athleticism. I don't think he's a student of the game. I think he just relies so much on the athleticism that he possesses. You know what I mean? And that's going to come back and bite him in the ass. I mean, he didn't look too well last week. You know what I mean? And to be real, bro, without Rondale Moore and, these other options, Isabella's out. I know he still has AJ Green, but he's up there in age. And, D-Hop is out. I think they're in for a long day come Sunday, brother. And I'm going to be at the game, you guys. So if you guys are there, pull up. I'm at the game. I will be in the game.
Definitely. Brother, I'm going to understand. I'm going to understand something, bro. I don't think that he's going to have a long game, to the point where we're going to be getting after him all game and shit like that because of the simple fact that, we got to make sure that we're not thin on defense. We're missing a lot of guys. Now, it's currently constituted. Yeah. I would probably mark this one down as a dub. But now that we're missing Murray, now that we're missing Denzel Perryman, now that we have, Dylan Parham being a rookie and a guy that didn't even play center in college, coming and having to play center for us with Andre James being ruled out now that I found out during the show, we might have a long day ahead as well, man.
I don't think so. Look, Deron Harmon, man, has been proven in this league for a long time. I know he's getting a little long in the tooth. He's up there in age, but I think he'll fill in great for 1 week. I told you, I think I sent you the messages when me and Merrick was talking. He sounded like he's in good spirits. It doesn't sound like it's too severe. And those hip injuries can hurt DBs, man.
Yeah.
They sit them down.
They can't get their hips around. So then that's it. That's like 30-40% of their ability to cover.
Yeah, but I think Harmon will be all right, man. I think him and Abram can man that safety position. I don't know if we bring up Palomalo or one of these guys, or maybe Roger Teamer just steps in and helps, fill that role as safety. I know, but I'm not too worried about Dylan Parham, bro. Like, I'm sold on him. I think he's going to be a guy that can play up and down the line. I know he's a rookie and all that, and I know that the only reason I'm a little nervous is because him and DC have no reps together. And I was saying that on my live. I said, but knowing DC, they're probably doing reps right now, even after practice. Because I remember when Andre James was named the starting center offseason, they were at parks, during the summer, like they were working hard. So I'm assuming that DC is saying, Parham, you're coming to dinner at my house tonight, and we're in my backyard taking snaps all damn night. I'm just assuming, you know what I mean?
I will hope so, because, brother, what I don't want to see is a couple of years ago when Derek had that botched center to quarterback exchange and he fucking broke his finger.
Yeah.
On his throat. You remember that? And that was with Huddy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can happen. And then Derek probably being in his head about last week having a bad game. He was a turnover machine last week. I don't want that energy to get picked back up this game with a bad botched fumble or something like that, man.
I see DC going out and dominating this game, bro. I do. I know people are gonna hate me for it. Oh, you so up and down with DC. I am. I like, to be honest. Like last week, he had a terrible game. This week, I think he bounces back. The only thing that we got to run the ball heavily. We have to run the ball a lot. This week, we have to establish the run. That's definitely going to open up the pass. With Andre James missing, it is a little nerve-wracking. I'm not too worried about Denzel Perryman. I'll be real with y'all. I'm a huge fan of Denzel, but I was already planning on him missing some time this year anyway. That's his MO.
Bro, that's his. Listen, I did a short the other day talking about Denzel Perryman. Denzel Perryman, bro, has had quite the injury history, brother.
Yeah.
And the thing about Denzel Perryman is everybody's saying that his ankle injury isn't as severe as they once thought, and there's no ligament damage. But he missed almost the entire year when he was with the Carolina Panthers because of his ankle injury.
Yeah.
This is a recurring theme in not Derek Carr, but Denzel Perryman's career.
Yeah.
He is an injury-prone guy.
Always.
He's always been that. Half-breed, my brother. What's up, proud husband and father, the GOAT.
Shout out to Half-breed, man. My dog. Hey, if you're gonna be out there in Vegas, bro, pull up to Allegiant Stadium, J-Lot, Sunday. Come rock with us. Come have some drinks with us, man. We're gonna be out there going crazy with it, man. So make sure you pull up.
And thank you for the 199 super, bro. Appreciate you for supporting the channel. Appreciate all of that from all.
I will be out there till Tuesday as well, you guys. Tuesday morning. So it's not just a Sunday turnaround. I will be out there till Tuesday. So hit me up, man. I'm actually looking for a cigar bar to go hit tonight. You see Chloe Tail in the back? She got to go.
Yeah, I see. Anybody know about a good cigar bar out by the Vegas Strip? Do me a favor, put that in the chat. Get our brother right. You got to make sure.
Open all night, though, because I don't land until midnight. You know what I mean? So I need something that's going to be I can walk into on the late night. But yeah, look, man, I'm not too worried about it. It sucks. We lost 3 starters. Brandon Bolden, he's doubtful now. But I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see Brandon Bolden out there anyway. I want to see these young guys get some burn. So, you know what I mean? Like, he had no burst. He looks his age. He did have that great reception for a TD. But I want to see Zeus out there this week, bro.
I definitely do. I think that the Brandon Bolden injury is more of a blessing in disguise. Yeah. And I know that sounds terrible, but now they're forced to play younger guys. Now, you know how a lot of coaches don't want to lean on their young guys. Mm-hmm. They're going to be forced to go and bring a guy like Britton Brown up and put him on an active roster. Or maybe they might have and add another offensive lineman too because of the situation that we have and bring one of those guys up. So,
but Amir Abdullah can fit that role that Bolden plays anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Yeah. And I would love to see that, man. Yeah. Rich Vitale, Diablo was the green dot already last game. Yes, I said that. And he did well. Devon Diablo, I'm not concerned about that. The thing is I'm more so concerned about now that Diablo is not manning his rightful position, who we're going to put in his place and if they're going to get exposed. Because you got to understand something. We have a dynamic running quarterback who makes a lot of off-schedule plays. So you got to have guys that are disciplined in their zone. When you have young green linebackers, they fall for fakes and shit like that, and he's going to be able to break off big runs. So that's another concerning part of this.
Yeah, I think Devon Diablo played the run really well last week. I think he'll continue to do so. I think Luke Masterson's going to get some burn. Hopefully we see Butler. I think Jayon Brown's going to be great. I know Zach Ertz is dealing with some injuries right now as well.
He's being brought back too.
Yeah, if he plays though, I'm not worried. I think Jayon can hold it down. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Zach Ertz. I mean, I'm a huge fan of him. But he's getting long in the too, man. And so I'm not. Look, man, Kyler, bro. Maybe this is just the A's fan in me. I always say that I can't stand Kyler Murray, bro. I hope he dies a miserable death.
See, I can't stand Kyler Murray because of the fact of how arrogant he is and the fact that he has this like built-in sense of entitlement.
Yes.
It's very, very weird, man. Like when they lose and stuff, it's like, bro, like, yo, you just was a rookie, bro. Like fucking lax. Yeah. I have a huge issue with his attitude and his work ethic. My brother Half-Breed, thank you for the 199 super. The best two knowledgeable heads together.
Hey, and you know what's funny, bro? Kyler, I think I told you this over the phone when we was talking. Like Kyler Murray was raised up the street from where I live. And a lot of these people out here that know him, that I know, has said the same thing about him. You know what I mean? He has that arrogance about him where it's just like, I know what I'm doing at all times. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, bro, if you want to play that game in the NFL at your size, you're in for a rude awakening, bro.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be there long. Now check this out. Now, Docs, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can.
On StreamYard. Yo, I read this CBS article when I was doing some breaking down for the game. They said Kyler Murray had the right to be frustrated after Sunday's game where Arizona Cardinals were demolished by the Kansas City Chiefs. In the game, the home team was never competitive. Arizona was a playoff team last year, but looked more like an organization filled with offseason distractions than a group of preparing for a Super Bowl. And Murray was visibly frustrated after the loss as the Cardinals fell to 0-1. And he's making all kinds of excuses in this thing. He's saying, I think that there's a fine line of taking what happened and taking the experience and using that to get better next week. He said, Murray said, the media session, coaching guys like, where did we mess up and where can we get better and what was I thinking? What was he thinking? Now, see, to me, and the reason why I read that is, to me, most quarterbacks don't ever mention anyone else.
Yeah.
They never mention anyone else. Most
full
leaders.
Accountability. Full accountability.
Full accountability. So what he did, the first thing he did was mention how can the coaches, how can other guys, how this, that, and then he tries to, oh, wait, I sound crazy. Let me bring it to me.
You know why, though? First of all, one thing, he's very immature. We spoke about the arrogance. But let's just be real, you guys. This dude is still carrying a huge chip on his shoulder from this offseason about that clause in his contract about Arizona releasing it. You know what I mean? Look, he wouldn't be there if they didn't give him that big bag. I don't even think the way Kyler Murray carries himself, I don't even think he wants to be there anymore. He just like, look, that's a big bag. I got to take that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think he has a huge chip on his shoulder from that clause in his contract being exposed to the national media. And I think it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of maturation on his part to get over that and just say, you know what, man, it is what it is. This is NFL football. I got to play, I got to play the game how it's supposed to be played. I don't see anything changing with this guy, bro. Even the way he handled the A's, when getting drafted by them, like he handled it so sloppily and so like just so nonchalant, just whatever. I didn't like that.
You know why I think he did that? Because as you remember, Kyler Murray was the number one guy on a lot of people's boards, but that's half the league. Yeah. He just so happened to fall into like the perfect scenario. Yeah. So where you had a guy like Cliff Kingsbury, who's a college coach. The Arizona Cardinals wanted him. They wanted Kyler Murray. Yeah. They hired Cliff Kingsbury to coach him. But I believe
when Josh Rosen was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah. So I personally believe if the Cardinals and the ownership of the Cardinals weren't as big on him, and I think a lot of that shit goes with the fact that he won the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit goes with the fact that he's a two-sport star. A lot of that shit is because they felt like he was box office and they needed to sell tickets, right? But I don't think most other organizations would have taken him number one.
Didn't he not lose a football game in high school too?
He didn't. I said that earlier. He didn't lose a football game. He is long regarded as one of the best high school players in Texas history.
Yeah, definitely.
They said he is the best. There's a couple of coaches that have said
stories about him because he does a lot of camps and a lot of stuff out here during this off season. And I've heard he's well renowned in the high school game. You know what I mean? Around
they said he is the best, and you got to look at all of the people who have played in the state of Texas, the great state of Texas, throughout the history of the National Football League. Yeah. I think Texas, it's either Texas or California, probably have the biggest hotbed of players in the league. I mean, so who's who? It's ridiculous. Florida, it's Florida in the recent times, but in back in the day, you had a lot of people. Like look at like a man like Earl Campbell, the Tyler Rose, Texas guy. Like it's a lot of Texas guys there, right? So be that as it may, right? I think the issue with Kyler Murray is this, and I said this earlier on my live, and tell me what you think about this. Kyler Murray is actually a dual sport star as we speak, but he's an esports star. He's on a professional video game team with LeBron James' son. Yes, he is. And he's actually, they're a professional video game team, and they were on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
You know what? At some point, Kyler may make more money doing that than this.
And that's the fucking problem. So how could you be a professional gamer and be a quarterback in the National Football League in the beginning of his career?
Sons, do y'all hear Wasted? At some point, you guys can get paid off playing video games. You hear that?
Yes.
We got to work on that. Yeah.
And you know what's funny about it? You know how viable that shit is? There's about 5 or 6 owners that own esports franchises.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft does.
Yep.
Mr. Rooney from the Steelers.
Yep.
The Rams owner owns one, and I think Mark might own one.
Yeah, bro, that's a whole nother world. But that's crazy though. And he was really a talented baseball player as well, though. Like really, really good.
He was the number 1 pick for the A's. Yeah, no, listen, him as an athlete, a raw athlete, is solidified. There's almost no one better playing in today's National Football League. But the limitations that he has, right? And let me read this super really quick. My brother, Big Mike, for the $10 donation. I really, really appreciate it, my brother. My guys just showing love. Be safe out there, Graf, and safe travels, bro.
Appreciate you, King.
Yo, thank you, Mike. But yo, like I was saying, Kyler Murray, bro, is not just the fact that, he's a great athlete. He has a size limitation, bro. So he has to learn how to be more cerebral with this game, because what he's going to do is he's going to put the organization at risk going forward. And that's the reason why a lot of people, they get on me when we talk about Lamar Jackson's contract. When they talk about running quarterback's contract, people are like, oh, well, why can't he? And, it's just this bias against that's not what it is. The organization is trying to protect themselves down the line so it doesn't become a bad contract. Right now, it's a great contract. Organization.
Cliffsbury's going to be the one that's going to catch the ass end of the stick, bro. Like he's going to. I'm telling you, they shit the bed this year. He's done. They'll let him go. They'll let him go.
He shouldn't have got the opportunity he got to begin with.
Yeah, at all.
You know what I'm saying? It leaves credence when you talk about the hiring practice in the National Football League. When you have a guy like Cliff Kingsbury that just jumped the line, comes in and becomes a head coach, and then you got a guy like Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs, who's one of the best coordinators in football, who just or the brother that lost his job in Miami, that's in fucking Pittsburgh.
I have to say this though. Oh yeah, Brian Flores. Yeah. I have to say this though. One thing I keep hearing more and more about Eric Bieniemy is he interviews terribly. I keep hearing that he interviews really, really bad, to the point where, and mind you, he always going to get the, he's a product of Andy Reid's system and blah, blah, blah. I get it. It is what it is. But yeah, I heard he interviews really bad.
Bro, man. I have to. I'm not saying that look, what I'm saying is that I would say, based off of what he's done, right, and his experience in the National Football League, should put him above.
Yes,
it should put him above Cliff Kingsbury. Now, like, let's not act like Cliff Kingsbury is fucking Nick Saban.
Well, but the familiarity with Kyler Murray, him having this, he coached him right in college.
No, he coached Patrick Mahomes in college.
Texas Tech. That's what I'm sorry. The Patrick Mahomes Texas Tech connection, but like he was world renowned for this being this great offensive mind. You know what I mean? And right now we're in a game where. Look, we all know that defenses win Super Bowls, but it's a passing league now, right? It's an offensive league, and I think at that point they were looking at what do we say when Gruden got let go? A lot of us were saying, let's go get one of these young, fresh minds from college, right?
Yeah,
like let's go get one of them, not these guys that just keep getting recycled over and over and over in the NFL. Let's go get a young, bright mind. And I think that Arizona did that. You know what I mean? I think they thought the Mahomes effect, maybe that'll work with, whether it was Josh Rosen or Kyler Murray,
See, this is my problem with that. Let's look at
he coached.
No. Kingsbury tried to recruit him. Lincoln Riley coached Kyler Murray. Lincoln Riley coached Kyler Murray, and Lincoln Riley coached Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? So Kyler Murray was at Oklahoma. He got his job off of, Patty Mahomes. Patty Mahomes, he did all right at but it wasn't like he Heisman Trophy. Like, people were looking at the Pat Mahomes deal. Andy Reid is responsible for what you see here. The way that they brought him along, they let him sit. They let Alex Smith be there. I give that to Andy Reid, bro. And what I'm saying is this: his scheme is bullshit too. Like, somebody was like, well, he got his job off his scheme. Look, I don't go and play into semantics and the victimhood. I don't do that shit. But what I'm saying with Cliff Kingsbury.
That's crazy. My bad, bro. Real quick, I got to say this. I just realized, like, Alex Smith is like that guy that, like, wine and dines the chick, takes her out to eat, buys her all the clothes. And then me and you, the scumbags, just hit her up at night like, I'm coming through and wearing you out.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And then Alex Smith just drops her off home and just keeps it moving.
Yeah, with that shit looking like this.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's what happened, right? So when you look at Cliff Kingsbury, look, if this was Lincoln Riley and they were like, yo, I'm gonna give Lincoln Riley the job, that shit makes sense to me, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like guys that are winning, if it's the coach down there at was it Mark Ricks, or did they fire Mark Rick? I keep forgetting who's the fucking coach at Alabama? Is it Mark Rick?
No,
Not at Alabama, Georgia. I'm Mark Rick got fired. Is it Mark Rick still?
No, it's
I'm getting old. Mark Rick was there at first, man. Georgia head coach. Because he came from Florida State. He was up under Jimbo Fisher, I think.
Kirby Smart.
Huh? Kirby Smart. Yeah, Kirby. Kirby came from Nick Saban. I keep forgetting. These motherfuckers keep moving and shit. It ain't like it used to be where they would be there for all of these years. I mean, Kirby been there for a little bit, though. I'm just getting old.
You think about this, though. I think that Arizona, and I'm going to get off this whole topic because it don't have nothing to do with our Raiders. But, like, I think that, you know, they thought that they can get the Mahomes effect. You know what I'm saying? It's like he helped coach him. You know what I'm saying? And he's the next big superstar in the league. Let's see what we can do. You know, let's bring him in and see if this translates. And let's not act like Kyler Murray hasn't done good. This
no, I'm not saying he's any kind of scrub. What I'm saying to you is that, you know, just talk about from the coaching aspect of things, right?
Yeah.
Like for them to like have to be like, yo, we got to go get a coach that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna tailor make everything around him, and then everybody's like, you know, Cliff Kingsbury is gonna, you know, fall on the sword for Kyler Murray. I personally think that they both share equal blame in what's about to happen in this year, because they will be picking at the top of the draft again. And you heard it here first. They
Arizona?
will be, yes. Especially if they lose. And what I think can happen this week, if see, the key to this game for us as Raiders is, you know, on the defensive end of the ball, I think we're going to be okay, right? But the one thing we have to guard against is letting Kyler Murray get out of the pocket and make off-scheduled plays and throwing that ball deep to Marquise Hollywood Brown, because these are guys who played together in college. They have a kind of, you know, and I think Marquise Brown has always been like that. He's that guy that'll hit you with that 80, 90-yard touchdown. You know, that's going to be big with Deron Harmon playing in place of Merritt.
Yeah. And, the difference between us and Arizona as well, though, Wasted, is we got guys, the stars that are in the pinnacle of their career right now. Like we got Max Crosby, you know, we got Davante Adams. He's still a stud. He's a star right now. Like all their guys, Huddy is over the hump. You know what I mean? Like JJ Watt over the hump. With Arizona, they got some really good young guys like Kyler Murray, like Isaiah Simmons, like Zaven Collins, Byron Murphy. There's a few other guys they have. But like they're either really, really young or they're like just kind of over the hill. You know what I mean? I think right now we're kind of built to win. And I think that they're just trying to put together a team like how we did in the past. Where it's like just bring in some veterans.
Flotsam and jetsam and try to put together a roster.
Yeah, and it's not working.
The thing that I worry about this game, to me, if Andre James is playing, to me, this is a blowout.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, so the Andre James effect is that big?
I feel like if you have a rookie snapping a ball in his first time, getting his head up, that's big, man, because the momentum of the game changes based off of how you turn the ball over, if it gets turned over, if there's an issue snapping a ball. That's the biggest part of offense.
I'd be shocked if maybe what if they called Billy Price up off the practice squad and started him and kept Parham at guard? That would be a shocker.
See, you know what, man? If he had been here a little longer, say for instance, they signed Billy Price 3 weeks ago, yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I just, the thing for me is I don't understand why they don't have a guy that's a center by trade backing up Andre James. I think that is a huge, huge mistake. Dylan Parham is a stud, but I think he's a stud guard, right? And Kenny always says this. Kenny says Parham should be the center. I hate Andre James. He's a bum. And Kenny probably right. But I think Dylan Parham played most of his snaps. Everybody says at college, he only played a couple snaps at center in college. He only played a couple of snaps at center in preseason. And now this is a man who's been a guard his whole life. Like, to me, it's an issue, man.
No, I definitely agree with you.
My brother, Black Cell Sports, I'm sorry, Graf. What's good with my two bros? Salute. Congrats, Wasted, on the sub and the viewers milestone. I think we see a much better game from Carr. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. I hope it gets greater later, though. I hope it keep rolling, man. Cause I'm totally immersed in this content creator thing. I'm starting to I love this shit. So I appreciate all of it because it all means something.
Facts.
Graf, my bad, man. I didn't mean to cut you up, brother.
No. You good. You good. And I agree with you, Black Cell. Shout out to my dog. I think, look, I'm going to be in the building, man. So we going to win. We don't really lose too much when I'm in the building. So, it is. But outside of that Bears game last year, that was disgusting, but it was Gruden's it was his curtain call. You know what I mean? So it wasn't my fault. It was Gruden's fault. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to be all right, fellas. I think we're going to be all right. And I agree with you, Raider Gio. Andre is definitely not trash. I think Kenny is wilding on that. The first 4 weeks of last year, he was terrible. And he continuously got better week in and week out. And I think that so far in this young, season, I think he wasn't a bright spot on the O-line because let's be honest, I think everybody pretty much got beat against the Chargers. But outside of Parham, I think Parham looked the greatest on the whole.
Parham he was one of the highest rated offensive linemen in the league.
Yeah,
he was like the 6th, the 7th, or 8th.
80s in the PFF.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
80s.
But I don't know, man. Look, at the end of the day, the only thing I can say is Andre James has the most rapport with DC, and that's where shit can get spooky. You know what I mean? So yeah. I agree with you, bro. It is nerve-wracking, but I think against this team, I think we'll be all right. If we were going against Kansas City or we were going against like Denver, I'd be a little more nervous going against a divisional rival. I think Arizona's on the decline right now. I think that they kind of hit their stride last year, and I'm not afraid of these guys. I think this would be the game. I think that Dylan Parham would be able to come in and get some snaps. You know what I mean? And kind of build that up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I think we'll be all right. Just get the run game going, man. Get the run game going.
Yo, bro, and listen, I said that. I had a short about our run game. That Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs we have to run this offense through Josh Jacobs this week.
Look, great minds. How to beat Arizona. I never uploaded it, but
a couple days.
Great minds,
bro. We always be like that, bro. Like fucking buzzing, right? But look, for me, I look back to last season. Derek Carr he was having a pretty bad season at a point, right? And the way we stopped the bleeding was to take the air out of the football and run the football with Josh Jacobs, and we went on a tear like we've never seen and made the playoffs. I think it's time to do that early in the season, to do some preemptive bleeding stopping, because I think there's a piece of this where Derek Carr is still learning the offense. I don't think he has full command of all of the checks at this point. We have some injuries. We have a lot of different things. The one thing about football is football is always football, right? Mm-hmm. The basic things always ring true.
Yeah.
Time possession, control the clock, control the tempo, run the football. You have a better chance at winning.
Definitely.
Quentin Booker. I hope Mullen play so Adams can cook him.
I think wasn't he already ruled out? I thought he was out.
Yeah, I think he's out. You know what? I'm hoping that he plays enough so we can get our draft pick.
There you go. Yeah.
That's the only thing I hope.
This week.
Yeah.
For real. Shout out to Q.
Q, thank you, my brother. Black Cell Sports. I was tripping, or was Illuminor better in the pass game, but Mumford was better running the ball?
I thought it was the opposite.
It was the opposite. They only ran the ball 13 times, so how can we ascertain that?
Yeah, that's true.
They only ran the ball, so you know what I mean? They were pass blocking primarily the entire game.
Yeah, but I thought it was opposite. I thought
it was opposite. Jermaine Illuminor got ragdolled last week.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, I thought Mumford looked okay in the pass game, and then he struggled in the run game. But I don't know. You could be wrong, though, Black. I mean, you could be right, though, Black Cell. Shout out to my dog.
But the thing is, what exactly is struggling in the run game? He probably only got like 6 or 7 snaps that were actual design runs last week. They only ran the ball 13 times, bro. Yeah. So we got to ascertain that this week if Mumford starts. But if anything, from here on out to Kingdom Come, at least one of these guys are abysmal. We have to start Parham and Mumford every week, because the only way that we're gonna get past where we're at, we're not gonna be able to we all look at free agency and we're like, well, next year who we can get in free agents? We're gonna be in salary cap hell pretty soon.
Yeah,
we're not gonna be able to bring on high end free agents. So them guys that go day one, we might be able to get one of them, right? Yeah. And the thing about that is, you're gonna want to put that one guy on the defensive end of the football
immediately.
So on the offense, we got to piece in the rest of this offense with draft picks.
Yeah.
And let's hope we got it right the first year of this regime, because that puts us at the front of the line to take that ascension to a Super Bowl either this year or next.
Yeah, definitely. That's facts. Hey, you guys, go help mommy real quick, grab some bags. You know what, brother? I got to get out of here anyway, man.
My brother, appreciate you.
Hey, now
Love you,
appreciate you
bro.
for having me, man. Hey, I will be live all weekend long. You guys at Virgin Hotels. We'll be live, I think, for 6 hours tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm gonna send you the link, Wasted. You already know what's up, brother. I want you to pull up, come shoot the shit with us. We're doing a coffee and convo Sunday, you guys, at Barcode Burgers. So if you guys are out in the Las Vegas area and you want to come rock with me before the party bus situation, I will be doing a coffee and convo at Barcode Burgers. So if you guys can, just hey, come catch me. I'll be at Allegiant Stadium. I'll be at Barcode. I'll be at Virgin. We're gonna be all over the place. Son, close that door.
Hey, bro, do me a favor, man. Just for me, make sure before the festivities, you have one of them delicious ass burgers at Barcode and soak up that liquor.
Hey, them shits is gonna hit, and the bottle is already out there waiting on me right now. B, shout out to my brother B, and my brother Ant's flying out. He just surprised me and said, "I'm going with you." So he's flying with me, and he was like, "We're going to the game." So he,
do me a favor, make him take the Raider prayer, because I know he a 49er fan, bro.
No. But see, he pussy though. This is the thing with him. He was a Raider fan our entire life, right? And this is not my blood brother. It's my best friend I've known since 2 years old. And this motherfucker became a Niner fan in his 30s, talking about, my dad was always a Niners fan, bro. I was just a Raider fan because you always loved him. You know what I'm saying? So you were a Raider and A's fan your whole life, and now you're a Niner and a Giant? Get the fuck out of here, bro. So, hey, it's going to be fun to see him see Allegiant Stadium because I know he's going to want to come back to the dark side.
He going to come. Ant, come home, baby.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
Too late.
It's too late.
Yeah,
Nation, he can't come back.
Nah, his default picture is all Niners shit. That's not going to happen.
Oh, no. Ant, come on, bro. I don't even know you, bro. I've heard so much about you, brother. But, man, listen.
But I'll also be in the gym tonight. I'm not losing my focus. I'm going to the gym right when I land.
I got it in for the first time in a long time today. I feel great.
That's why I didn't call you today, because you told me you were going to do that. So I said, let me leave him alone and see if he get on his shit. But my brother, I'm going to go help my wife with these groceries and get my shit together. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Y'all, Doxy and T, bro. Y'all already know we're going to be in the place rocking all weekend. Probably the next home game, I'll probably try to shoot out there so I can rock with my brother, man. Yeah, but yo, like we were saying, Raiders Pippen ain't easy. Mumford looked great. He looked great, and if he didn't look well in the run game, I didn't see that. I saw him looking good all the way around the board. It was more so of a Jermaine Illuminor thing. Jermaine Illuminor was getting ragdolled. Let's just be for real here, but this was Khalil Mack. So we're not dealing with that this week. So, guys, when we talk about this, these are the things that were concerning me. That's what I wanted to break down. I also wanted to break down the fact that I think Kyler Murray is susceptible for the zone. He does not play well in the zone defense. Patrick Graham excels in zones. I think that if we can get clean, center the quarterback snap play, and that they can get the ball in DC's hand, I think we can dog walk the freaking Arizona Cardinals. I really, really do. My brother, Ruben Russ, would you guys consider putting Cotton at left guard? I'm sick of Simpson. Can't pick up a blitz, and a mauler who ends up on his back. Thing about it is less the Cotton any better, bro. Because it's like a ham, no burger kind of situation with both of them guys. Like, one guy does one thing good in one scenario, and the other guy does one thing good in another scenario. But you need them to be solid all the way around. They don't have to be great, but they need to be solid. And my issue with Simpson is some of the things that I've heard this week about him, getting rid of his social media. Now, did he get rid of his social media for his own sanity? Or did he get rid of his social media because he's disgruntled with the way things are going with the Raiders? There are a lot of people out there that thinks that there's a little trepidation with the offensive linemen and the coaching staff. So we got to look into that as well. It might come out, but let's hope that we can right this ship. I'm a little surprised that they didn't get KO in the place to be. He must be really, really hurt. He must be really, really hurt, man, because what I was hoping would happen was Kelechi Osemele could play at the level he played at in 2020. They can put him at left guard and sit Simpson's ass down. That's what I was hoping. And the fact that they've been looking and scouring the waiver wire and scouring the free agency market for offensive linemen goes to show me that they're not really happy with what's in the building now, guys. Ruben Russ, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I really appreciate it, my brother. G-Town, my guy. It's almost Libra season, baby. Raider Nation for life, my guy. Thank you. Yo, if you going to the game and Carr plays ass, boo him. Listen, he probably is, yo. Ruben Rust. Cott had a good game and good pass blocking grade. I feel like he has more potential in the offense than Simpson. I don't know. Rated Pippen ain't easy. I'm thinking of driving to Vegas now. Damn, yo, you go try. Wasted. Do you think, hold on. Wasted, do you think we play Butler and Farrell this week? We might need to platoon DTs with a running QB. I do. I think they're going to use one of them. I don't think they're going to bring both of them up, right? Because I think what they're going to really have to do is bring another defensive back in here because we had some injuries there. And they're going to have to bring up Butler at linebacker. So they're probably going to bring up one of those guys. It'll probably be Matthew Butler because he's more versatile and you can line him up inside and outside. And but it all depends. You know what I mean? Matthew Butler would be the guy that you would want to bring up besides Neil Thick Frame Farrell because we do got to run a QB. So you need a guy that can kind of get out and get after him. Yeah, Raiders to the death. KO played good in KC before he played excellent, bro. The thing is, he blew both of his knees out this late in his career. I saw him on his Instagram doing some deadlifts. He's vegan. He looks good. He looks like he's in shape. The thing about it is, where's his range of mobility at? He's been in a couple of buildings and people have passed on his services. So I would think that they passed on his services based off of his health and not because of his skill set. We know KO is a mauler. He's my favorite offensive lineman I almost ever seen here, bro. His stick stepper, Colton Miller, was getting bullied by Mac, but he should be solid this week. Yeah, he ain't facing Khalil Mack, but Khalil Mack made him his baby back business. His stick stepper. Hey, Docs, did you see some cat made a video? Bro, yes, we saw that. And I listen, I want to address that. What we can never do is we can never take the discourses that we have in this game seriously. Now, I don't even want to mention it because I don't want to give dude no light when it comes to that. Like, to me, that shit was like, come on, don't do that. I would say to all of y'all, man, like that shit is you don't do that, bro. That's weak. You know what I mean? This is all we all in here. We all love the same team. We might not agree. We might agree or disagree, but it should never go to that point where we on some kind of shit like that, man. Let's keep it classy, man. Keep it classy like your brother Wasted do. Wasted. Oh, I said that one already. My bad, bro. Rated Pimpin' ain't easy. Wasted. No came. Make sure you let us know what game you going to in Vegas. I'm coming from Oakland, but I want all the YouTube peoples to be there. I'm trying to party. Yee. Yes, sir, bro. I'm letting y'all know. No cap. Did you see Davante say it's going to be his grandparents' first time going to a game? He's going to go crazy. I hope so, brother. From your lips to God's ears, my brother. Hitman Raider Hitman. Raiders will put up a 50 burger Max and Chandler will eat. From your lips to God's ears again, my brother. Jameer Andrews, do you think they'll blitz and try to duplicate the pressure from last week? Because screens will eat them alive. You know, who we talking about? The Raiders blitzing? I think the Raiders need to stay in the zone with Kyler Murray. He doesn't really understand passing concepts. I think when you blitz a running quarterback, a lot of times, if he makes you miss, you get in trouble. I think you need to play, stay in your zone, playing your defense, and trust in the guys you got on the field, and you can make him miss. You're going to get a lot of coverage sacks from Kyler Murray because he doesn't really know how to read defenses yet. And what happens is when you have a guy like Nuke Hopkins, he makes up for a lot of his inabilities and his deficiencies reading defenses because a lot of the time now it's pitch and catch, it's athleticism. I'm going to make the juxtaposition, not the juxtaposition, but I'm going to make what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an analysis of a guy who did that early in his career and was playing at an MVP level when he had a great wide receiver. His name is Mr. Dante Culpepper. Dante Culpepper was throwing 40 touchdowns when he had Randy Moss. But Dante Culpepper didn't know how to read defenses like that. And when he lost Randy Moss, his career suffered. And I think that's what we're seeing with Kyler Murray at this point. Yo, Eagletarian, what's up, my guy? Peace. Thank you, my brother. Grandma Adams is going to bring that old Raider luck. Pick 6 coming. I hope so. Salutations. You do keep it classy, and I appreciate it. Most classiest Raider content creator I know. Thank you, LC. I'm going to try, brother. I'm going to try to keep it up. He said a 50 burger. I will hope so, bro. Oh, the Cardinals blitzing. Yeah, the Cardinals are definitely going to blitz. That's really all they can do. They can't stay in their base defense and beat us. They have to make things happen. So, yo, Derek knows how to pick up the blitz, and the one way you beat it is the screen game and the run game. And what's going to happen is we're going to get them on their heels with the run game. Believe you me. They're going to come out. There's going to be a heavy dose of Josh Jacobs early and often. Just you watch. Waller, Renfro, and Jacobs will have a field day this Sunday. Naming Washington is normally 1,000% correct, and I tend to agree with him. My bro, the Ricardo, and the place to be, man. If the Cardinals blitz like last week, Carr will eat them up like Mahomes did. Facts. I'm sure they're going to stay in their base defense too. Dante Culpepper was on the first cover I ever bought. Damn, you that young, Raider Purge? Damn, yo. Damn. That was the first Madden you ever bought, bro. We need Gangster Car to activate. I didn't know there was a Gangster Car. But if there is, I want to see it. $5 super sticker for my brother Kevin Lurker. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Raider Nomad, do you think T. Billy gets some turf time? Yeah. I think everybody eats this week. I think that if we can get, and this is why I have this guarded optimism. My guarded optimism is if we have a calamity up front with snapping the ball at Derek. If we have issues with that, then they're going to scale it back a little more. But if Dylan Parham can hit the ground running like he did last week at right guard, bro, and he's the guy that we got playing center, man, I think that if it's working well, I think you're going to see everybody. You're going to see what everybody can do with this team. You're going to see Davante eat. You're going to see Renfro eat. You're going to see Waller eat. And you're going to see guys like Mac Hollins eat. You're going to see Key Lime Cole. Everybody's going to eat. That was on PS1. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The one with Dante Culpepper. That was on PS2, bro. That was on PS2 because I remember because I was an adult when that one came out. So yeah, that was PS2, brother. PS1, the first Madden with a player on the cover, because you had the Maddens, you had all of the Maddens, and then they start putting players on the cover like after PlayStation. Like during Sega Genesis, I had the first John Madden football before they had the license where they just had Philly and they had the Eagles colors, they had the Giants colors, they had the Raiders colors. They only had a couple of the teams. They even had a whole league. They had Detroit because they were popular because of Barry Sanders. The first Madden 91, they had Madden 92. That's when it kind of got better when they had all the teams. Then Madden 93, they had the fucking the NFL logo. The first cover athlete for Madden, I think it was Eddie George. I think it was Eddie George. Was it Eddie George? I think it was Eddie George, man. It was Eddie George. Eddie George, I know. Yeah, Pep. The one with Vic was a little bit, that was like 2004, 2005. Donovan McNabb, right? Donovan McNabb had the cover for that one, right? No, I don't think Donovan had it. I'm trying to remember. I'm getting old. Pep had it. I think it was Eddie George was on the cover, the first one with a player on it. I could be wrong, though. I remember Marshall Faulk on the cover one year, but it was Eddie George, yo. Now, Marshall Faulk, that was a little later, yo. I remember that was on PS2. It was Eddie George. That was on PS1. That was on PS1, yeah. Vic was in 2004. Yeah, Tecmo Bowl. Y'all had Tecmo Bowl, too. It wasn't Falk, Jameer Andrew. Y'all young asses, man. It wasn't the greatest show on turf yet. Because you got to realize when Madden went to PS1, they didn't make Madden the first year PlayStation was out. They didn't make Madden, and it was kind of weird on PS1. It sucked. And then it got better. It got good again on PS2. So PS2, man, I'm telling you, the PS1 one, I think it was Eddie George, yo. NFL Street, Hammer's Left Child. Yeah, everybody played that. NBA Street and NFL Street. NBA Street was far superior, though. Yo, Big Mike Ray, let's get back to a little football real quick. We got to show exotic looks and mask blitzes when we use them. And, when we're not, we have to confuse him. And they're going to do that. They know that. Yeah, that was PS1. See, I'm talking about PS1. Y'all talking about PS2, bro. I go back. Wait, I just wanted to win. 0-2 will blow up the season. Yeah, Kenny, I said that. I actually said that, Kenny, that this might be. And I'm going to ask y'all something. Docs was one I forgot to. I kind of got out of my train of thought real quick, yo. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Kenny. Damn, bro. Madden was '05. Yeah, I was right. You said you envy all us 90 guys using the feds for the night. Oh man, that's terrible, bro. My bad. Madden 2001 was the first one with Eddie George. Thank you. Thank you. But you know, my old ass would know that. You know what I mean? Because I actually had that joint. Madden was a come out year 2000. Told y'all. Told you it was Eddie George. Thank you. Don't you doubt your old head up in here, yo. Don't doubt your old head. Don't do it to yourself, yo. Oh man, yo. I saw a good question too, yo. Damn, my boy was in the Fed boy too, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But yo, Tom Brady was on the cover of Game Day 2003. Can't believe dude is still playing. I can't either, man. I can't believe me and Tom Brady is like the same age and he's still playing professional football. It's fucking crazy, yo. Now, last year we thought our season was over when we got blown out by the Chiefs. The last time we turned it around, but Carr carried us through that. Hammer's love child. This year different, bro. This year is so different, bro, because we don't have the Denver Broncos on our schedule. We got a much tougher schedule this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at our out of conference, schedule, we playing the Steelers again this year, and we playing them in December, bro. Like in the cold in Pittsburgh. You know how Derek plays in Pittsburgh. We playing the NFC West with the world champions over there. That's one, the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan always is scheming something up. It's a little different this year, bro. It's a little different. We playing the Saints. That ain't no dub. That ain't no dub. We got to go down there every week. We got to go get that win. It ain't no dubs. Last year, we had a couple of games, bro, where it should have been a dub. The Giants should have been a dub. Redskins should have been a dub. Bears should have been a dub. Right there. There's three right there that you know what I mean? And we're lucky that Brandon Staley fucking lost 4 games for the Chargers. He personally, because he's an idiot. Now, he seems to have gotten it together last week against us, but we will see because he got his ass whipped yesterday. No, I ain't get his ass whipped, but. Yo, bro, Willie Wayne, why you bring it back? The one from Radio Shack, bro. The white Radio Shack, the handheld primitive football. I had that shit, bro. I remember I had to put electric tape on the back of that joint, bro. Willie Wayne. Yo, he lost another game last night. I hate watching the Chiefs. I fucking hate them. I just saw the highlights. So Brandon Staley was responsible for them losing that game too. If we go 0-2, I don't think the season is over, but it'll be rough. And that's the same way I feel, but we don't want to make it tougher. We don't want to make it tougher, y'all. Just remember, the Cardinals DC is Van Joseph. All he do is blitz, and last time Carr seen him, he did numbers. Carr is very good against the blitz, surprisingly, yo. Rule red. Damn whippersnappers, that's right, man. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Been bad. You were all babies. I had Pong too, though. And I'm going to tell you why I've been bad, because my sister is 9 years older than me, and she had a ColecoVision. I had every video game system, bro. I had Pong. I had Atari, a couple of Ataris. I remember going to Sears to get the fucking cartridges. I had Nintendo. I had the Power Pad. I had fucking Sega Genesis. I had Super Nintendo. Fucking everything, bro. All of them joints. And it's funny because I don't even play video games anymore, bro. I got every video game system, but like my daughter's commandeered my shit. My youngest daughter is like, bro, my youngest daughter was so good when Fortnite was out, bro. Like she was like up there in the national, like she was in like the top 100. She was so good that people were like, "Oh man, you got a bot, you spamming, you got a bot." And they were saying because I wouldn't let her talk to the people because she was so young, and because how they be talking, and I don't want her to talk to them weirdos and shit online. So me and my wife would be paying attention, we would be listening, or we'd be sitting there watching her play. Somebody said, "Yeah, you probably some 45-year-old man in your underwear playing." And my daughter was like 8. She was like, "I'm a little girl." Like my youngest daughter is like a fucking cyborg, bro. She's brilliant. She's a brilliant. I don't mean to brag about my kid, but she's super, super intelligent, and she's very fucking competitive. And everything she does, she wants to be the best at. And she got a talent for video games. That little girl can play any game, bro. My youngest, she's amazing. And my oldest daughter is great at video games too. So they always, when I bought my PlayStation, they just took it, put it up in their bedroom. I haven't seen my PlayStation in months, man. Rich Vital, $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I think we're going to realize that the Chargers have a better team than we want to admit, and they almost made Mahomes look bad. Rich, you ain't lying, bro. You're not lying. We know that they're good. We know all these things, but we're just as good as they are. We're all in the same ethos, bro. And that's why I'm so hyperbolic about winning games this season. It is literally going to come out of the last week of the season to see who goes and plays past week 17, yo. That is what kind of time we on. We got to get every win we possibly can. They all matter and it all counts, man. Yeah, the Bolts definitely outplayed the Queefs from what I saw. I was glad to see Justin Herbert get slammed on his back like the pizza face jabroni he is. So yeah, guys, listen, man, I'm about to get out of here pretty soon. But somebody was telling me, they were telling me that they wanted a certain member to pull up, man. And I think it's time, man, for him to give us his prediction. Hey, man. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, man, what's going on, chat, man? Raider Nation, man. Hey, man, knock on wood if you're with me, man. If you guys are in your car, man, you guys are in an audio podcast somewhere, man, just go find a piece of wood and knock on it, man. If you can't find a piece of wood, pull your pants down and knock on that, man. Pause. Now, listen, man, I got the Raiders winning this game, man, 102-3. You know, they're going to run some concepts that I had, man. Everyone knows I'm the greatest coach in the history of the National Football League, man. And, you know, I drafted most of these players, man. You know, who put this thing together, man? Me. I put this thing together, man. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller. Darren Waller's going to have a field day tomorrow, man. He's going to make his whole season tomorrow, man. And I'm going to tell you something, man. That Khalil Mack thing last week, that's just an aberration, man. Old Coach Gruden knows something, a thing or two about the Cardinals, man. Kyler Murray is just a little bitch, man. And I know that we're going to own him, man. We're going to own him so bad, man. And, you know, I heard that Kyler Murray was going to leave National Football League and go into acting, man. It's him and another guy that you guys might know, man. You see this guy right here, man? Davante Adams, man. Davante Adams himself, man. And Kyler Murray are going to star in Little Man 2. We all know who's going to play the baby, guys. Oh, my God, man. What the fuck is wrong with me, man? Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God, yo. Yo, listen, y'all. It's been another episode, man, of Raider Nation Unlimited, man. I love all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. All 230 of y'all. It was over 300 in the room today, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Look, we gonna be at it all weekend, man. Tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna put it up in my community tab. Anybody that like is into boxing and that, you know, wants to hear, you know, me break down the Triple G Canelo Alvarez fight, because I know a lot of y'all asked me to do boxing stuff. It's going to be a members only boxing pod, just strictly for my channel members that are boxing fans. If anybody wants to hear it, join the membership. Yo, my Aki, what's up? Walaikum salam, my brother. Hit stick stepper, my guy, man. But no comment. Pause. But yo, anybody that wants to become a member of Hit a Boxing Podcast or that's already a member, I'm gonna put it up in my community post. We're gonna do this boxing podcast. It's gonna be members only for the live, and then I'll probably put it in my channel or something, or leave it, you know, whatever. But y'all let me know, man. Yo, Enrico Rios. Yo, if you don't live far from Barcode, then do me a favor, yo. The food is excellent. The vibes are going to be immaculate. Go pull up on Docs and Raider Cody and Oos and them guys, man. You're going to love it. Please. My brother Kenny, hit the like button for Wasted Talent. Kenny, man, appreciate you, my dog. My big bro. Yo, been bad. Appreciate you. Much love. Everybody, y'all have a good night, man. I'm out, man. I gotta go take my wife out, man. She gonna kick my butt, man. So I gotta go, man. I've been spending so much time doing this. And yo, like I always say,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
You damn right. That ass whooping we gonna put on Arizona gonna be expensive, y'all. Y'all get out of here. I'll see y'all.
Peace.